Here we go. The fighters are in the cage. The officials are ready. Do you know what time it is? It's time for this crowd to get loud! Yeah! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a karate fighter, holding an impressive professional record of 19 wins and 10 defeats. Standing 6 feet 2 inches tall and weighing in at 204.9 pounds. Fighting out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. He is an LFA and Bellator veteran. This is Myron, Light Skin Dynamite Dennis. And his opponent across the PFC cage, fighting out of the red corner. He is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 10 wins and 6 defeats. Standing 6 feet 2 inches tall and weighing in at 202.8 pounds. Fighting out of Frisco, Texas, by way of Guthrie, Oklahoma. He is the reigning and defending PFC light heavyweight champion, John King. Your referee in charge of the action, Kevin Dix.
Fighters, clear the cage. Fighters, clear the cage. All right, guys, we went over the rules in the back. I expect a good, clean fight under those rules. If you like to touch gloves now. Go to your corner, be warriors.
We got the big boys. This is going to be a fun one.
And main event for PFC Summit Series 2 underway.
Nice little flurry from Myron at the beginning.
Some good fakes and feints.
Nice little snap kick from Myron. Not quite close enough.
Both guys scoping it out.
Good check from Myron.
Measured pace here this first minute. Plenty of time to work, though. 5-round fight, so neither guy wanting to go too crazy here in the first minute.
Yeah, it's showing a lot of experience on both guys' sides where they're just not going balls to the wall as second bell rings. Myron's already got the timing on those kicks.
Sliding right out of the way.
You know, I've seen him do this in kickboxing, and it's interesting seeing like the
slap
hammer
down.
fist to their lead hand.
You know, if nothing else, it's just, it weirds you out a little bit. You're like, what is going on here? I don't experience this often.
There's a setup I use that's kind of similar where I just get them used to me touching their hand. And then I like to yank their hand down and drop a 2 over the top. And so maybe he's setting up something like that. Maybe he's just letting them be like, you're not going to get comfortable. Like, I don't care.
Big shots from both guys. King lands a little bit flusher.
Yeah, King landed a big backhand hook.
Myron's able to land these leg kicks where John's not quite able to get that timing, distancing.
Yeah, it's interesting seeing Myron do it. I like seeing that out of other people where you're just kind of testing their guard, seeing, are you going to like let your hands loose? Are they tight? What exactly is it? Helps you really understand somebody's defense.
Ooh. Big shots from King there as Myron moves in. And it seems to be that, you know, I was going to say, King seems content to allow Dennis to move in and look to counter him as he almost waves him in there.
Yeah, he definitely just encouraged him to come in. He's trying to, it definitely seems like he's trying to counter strike.
Both missed with the overhands, and Myron threw up a head kick, so wondering if he's going to look to go high soon.
And not surprised from both of these guys being glory vets, that we haven't seen an ounce of grappling yet.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be going to the ground.
No.
Oh, he catches
big shots!
doubles him.
John King, a big left
Wobbled
hook
him
on
with a lead
Myron.
hook. Yeah, that was gorgeous.
Caught the kick, sent that right down the middle.
It's a real risky thing reaching for a leg kick like that, but it definitely paid off for him right there.
Myron's got so much experience, though. I'm sure he's been hurt before.
Oh, yeah.
He looks totally comfortable. But definitely the biggest strike of the round.
A little bit over 1 minute left here in our first round. John King and Myron Dennis still in a little bit of a feeling out process, although King's starting to find a little bit more.
Myron's on him a little bit by just looking away from John and walking away. Big cross from King. Ooh-wee, good body kick.
John wanted to send his own head kick back. Kind of going 1 for 1 here.
Way more measured and calm than I expected. Oh, there's a little burst from both.
All you needed to do was talk it into
yeah.
hand. Oh! Myron! He drops
him.
John
Oh,
King!
my goodness.
The champ is down!
Huge.
And he survives the round.
Wow.
Big shots from Myron.
That was big. That was a big shot to end that first round. Had him really hurt. Let's see if he can recover in this minute.
You know, that was a tough first round to judge up until that point, but I would go ahead and say Myron solidified that.
Myron did get rocked early in the round, so they both got hurt that round, but definitely the bigger shot for Myron. And he jumped on it. That was the difference there. Myron jumped on that when he got John hurt, and John didn't quite do the same when he had Myron hurt earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and that's the thing, it's just so dangerous. Myron's very subtle. He doesn't look like he's that fast, and then all of a sudden, boom, that really goes to just show the veteran striking skills of both of these guys, because it can look like they're kind of lulling each other, and then boom, the power and
nice
speed.
explosion.
I think that was a hook. Was that a hook?
Yes.
That was
that was definitely a hook.
right on the chin. Let's see if they start at a higher pace. They kind of finish at a higher pace. I'd like to see them start at that.
And, a little surprised to see Myron kind of let him come back in and settle himself in.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to look for that hook again.
Nice little calf kick.
Crowd's getting
John.
kind of restless, but they don't understand. These guys are trying to set up their big shots here.
It's two high-level strikers. This is physical chess, is what you're seeing at this point. And
A little bit of a eye glance maybe, but John didn't say anything.
I love those verbal feints.
Yes, I was about to say that. Oh my God! But when he throws his big combinations, he doesn't do that.
Yes.
That's what's nice. He's just trying to get you a bite on anything.
And he is getting those reactions.
Well, we saw what happened when both guys landed. They both were able to hurt each other, so maybe that's, playing into this hesitance.
Myron has such unconventional tactics that it's just so interesting to see. He just shoves both hands out, trying to test the guard, and it's just
He's
big
looking
hook.
for that hook.
He's talking to John now.
Yeah,
He's like,
he is.
"No, I got you."
That's Myron.
Yeah, I'm actually been surprised that it's taken this long for him to start talking to him.
Oh, yeah.
This is his style. This is his game. He lives for this. I think he's going to look for that hook again. Really having some success with that.
Yeah, John is really hugging the right side of his face with his hand now, trying to be prepared for it. And shot attempt that did not go his way.
Oh, just misses that
Close
big
with
elbow.
I didn't catch what he said. but-
Myron's here to strike. He does not.
He said, nah.
He trains the ground, but make no mistake, he's here to strike.
He said, you're not sniffing my crotch tonight. I don't think so.
I think he's getting warm and really loosening up here.
Well, you can see John starting to get a little frustrated. He's not really able to get inside and do any work. He's not been able to actually get in and do any grappling, so he's kind of just stuck in the void here.
Good kick to the body, laced it right across the abdomen.
Good body kick.
That was all shin, too. That was a thumper. That's the thing, too. When you got someone who's as evasive as Myron is, when you're in a 30-foot cage, that can just make things more complicated. Ooh, good inside leg kick.
Both guys had landed off their longer combo in the first round, so I'd like to see them throw a little bit longer combo.
And John King there with his first kind of significant strike of the round, and Myron shaking it off, talking to him.
Yeah, it looked like it was a nice little snap kick to the side of Myron's face, and then he followed up with a cross. Ooh, barely missed that cross. Nice kick to the body.
Nice. A little over 1 minute and 30 seconds left here in our second round of the main event, our light heavyweight championship here between Myron Dennis and the champ John King. King making his first defense and trying to figure out the riddle that is the striking prowess of Myron Dennis.
Good kick to the body.
That left kick is getting closer to the target.
Yeah. And you see, I wonder if it's a bait because you see Myron's right elbow start to drop down a little bit to start defending the body, and it's pulling the hand away from his face a little bit. I'm wondering if that's John's intention, yeah, or even just to throw a hook in there.
Big overhand. Little low on the neck, so didn't get by the connections.
Oh, there's that snap kick again.
He
with
did
the
bring that. He went high with that, so I think he is looking for that side.
Yep.
With 50 seconds left here, Myron really starting to put the pressure on.
Yep.
John doing a good job of this round of resetting him.
I like those little teeps to the quad Myron keeps throwing. I think he needs to keep at that. It's really throwing off John's balance.
Short time here, second round. Other than a few, other than a few body kicks for John, neither guy have really gone to the body so far.
Yeah, and while not a really super active round for either fighter, Myron really just throwing more, landing more, doing more throughout the whole round, and John just kind of seeming a little frustrated, not able to get his game going per se. Still landing shots, got a couple good body kicks in there, a couple really good rushing flurries, but Myron really just dictating the pace and range as of the second round.
100%.
He shot one time for the takedown. It got stuffed, and he didn't really go back to that. So,
and you know, one thing I always talk about with my guys is if you want the wrestling to work or you want it to be a setup, you got to show it to him for him to believe it.
Absolutely.
So an outside level change where you're not really in danger of getting hurt, just show it to him. Hey, I'm level changing. And now he's thinking, oh, every time he lowers, it could be that shot. Right. But if you never show it to him, or the only time you show it to him isn't a shot, he now knows the exact read. And that can be difficult with a veteran like Myron.
100%. Interesting. Good body kick from John.
I'm liking that read from John, and that's a pretty fast kick.
Yeah, he's landed that pretty solid a few times. And
that
hurt. That hurt.
And he landed a cross right after. It looks like it might have wobbled Myron
that body?
It was body, and then he landed a cross right after. So he landed flush to the ribs. You can see the red mark on the side of his body right now. Yeah, beautiful shit.
John needs to move forward. He's, he had him hurt, and he's letting him off. And Myron's gonna just
Myron's doing such a good job of not showing anything.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe he didn't see how he had him hurt. These body kicks for John are really starting to add up and really starting to get, have some success in this round.
Good teep to the body from John.
And this is just not where John wants to be, getting pushed up. Ooh.
He's going level change. Maybe.
Oh, big
exchange.
cross. Oh.
It comes off that tie clinch.
Yep.
Nice uppercut to the hook. Now he's teeing up. Myron's looking like he's covered.
He had been looking for that uppercut this whole time. He'd really been sending it.
And right here in front of us, John King,
pulls him down.
single leg down to the ground, ground and pound.
Big elbows to the head of Myron.
Big shots here landing for John.
Big shots, 3 minutes to go. Myron's building up here, and he's back up.
Yeah, doing a good job.
Good work, not settling on bottom. Good head position for John.
And he pulls him back down.
Very nice.
Again with that single leg dump.
Now Myron in a better position this time, able to get his guard together, so not taking quite the damage from this position. A little bit over half of the round left here, so King in the best spot he's been in the fight so far. On top here of Myron.
I'd love to see John get one of his arms on the inside position, post up, and just start dropping a few elbows.
Love the bows, man. Little blades, little blades. But both in you, we all know it, man. It can be so hard. Guys get those sticky hands and forearms in there, and it just looks like you'd be able to rip and go crazy. But
absolutely.
My coach used to yell at me, "I promise I'm trying, elbows, coach."
You know, it's hard to get space sometimes.
Yes.
You posture up, give too much space, and they're pushing your hips.
And you can see that's exactly what Myron's trying to do. He's waiting for John to put his chest up, and he'll get his shin right there. And good attempt, but John wise to that.
Myron has that overhook on the left side, which is good. He can, use it to set up sweep submissions here. But I think he's more so just locking him down. Maybe gonna work back to the cage. He's got butterflies. Maybe an explosion coming up here.
Yeah, we might see Myron try to rotate him in a second. He's got a good foot on the hip now. He could try to push off if he wanted to.
Big kick here. Get some space. But he's only got one side.
Yeah, when John King does land, man, it is heavy.
Oh, absolutely. I would love to see, I don't see too many guys in MMA do it. I would love to see him start trying to drop some elbows to the body. If that knee from Myron comes down a little bit more and it opens up, just start creating a little tomahawk right into the ribs.
Well, and I think that just goes to say, I think in almost all of MMA, but especially the regional scene, the elbow is one of the more underutilized tools.
100%.
You'll see a lot of knees, but you just don't see a lot of elbows in positions where they would actually be, like right here, low risk, very low risk.
John's doing some body work here. Definitely hard to get too much ground and pound going when his head is so low.
Yeah, Myron really isn't expending any energy trying to get up. He's just kind of holding on to position right there.
And that is the end of the round. We move into the championship rounds. And a change of tide here with John getting a very, very dominant
that was a beautiful
ending
round for John.
portion there. I'd say about 2.5, maybe 2 minutes of ground and pound and control.
Both guys breathing pretty heavy. I mean, they've been expending a decent amount of energy. They've been throwing some big, big shots. But I know that grappling exchange took a lot out of both of them.
He worked back up and then got sucked right back down. Sometimes
100%.
that's just kind of discouraging. So maybe Myron was just holding on to finish the round and restart this fourth round standing.
Absolutely.
Maybe a higher volume, maybe now that we're in the last 2 rounds. both guys know they can hurt each other, so it's really just a matter of landing.
It looks like Myron coming out a little bit faster this round.
Yeah, jab to the inside leg kick. That's real nice, disguising it. Nice outside leg kick.
A little
John
bit
saying
more
that didn't hurt him.
pressure here.
Which we all know means it hurt. As soon as you're like, nah, 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 nah. Ooh.
Oh, big overhand from John.
But he landed that off a naked kick from Myron, so I'd like
Yeah.
to see him set that up. His leg kicks hurt, but not if you...
Oh, nice little shotgun movement. Body kicked across.
And now you see King kind of putting the pressure on right here in front of us
Yes,
again.
good reversal.
They don't want us to have a TV.
They
at
really
this
don't.
point.
We'd like to be able to see all the angles, but
Good read by Myron.
Oh, that landed flush on the
Another
forehead
overhand,
of Myron.
yes. He's really timing those leg kicks.
Good leg kick from John. Surprised the ref hasn't noticed. Yeah, John has some tape hanging out of his glove. Usually they stop and cut that out real quick. Ooh, big cross. Myron does a great job of deflecting it.
Yeah, you can see both these guys slowing down a little bit. It's been a very high pace, especially for the light heavyweight division. A lot of volume and strikes been thrown here.
John just switched stances. I'm interested to see what he's trying to do. If this is just to set up something different, if that lead leg from Orthodox is hurting a little bit. Nice little check hook for there. Oh, big body kick. That's what I was wondering if he was going to start doing.
I think that's John's best weapon, that left kick.
Oh, there's another
Yes.
one. Yep,
Successful.
that's exactly why he switched stance. Yeah, I agree. That left kick is a hell of a weapon for him.
So now when he's going south, Myron really needs to move to the outside leg instead of circling
Yes.
into that. Like right now, he's walking into that. Both guys looking a little tired.
Love to see John just throw a jab or something and throw that body kick. I guarantee it lands a little more force. Oh, nice job. Pulls his guard down,
nice.
drops across right on the button. Both guys have slowed down a bit. Oh!
Slipped there off of the double kick.
That's,
Myron going up high.
I'd like to see a little bit less kicks and a little bit more hands from Myron. I think he'd have more success there.
And definitely a lull in the action here.
John switching stances, maybe looking for that left kick again. Nice leg kick.
Good check from John. That was beautiful.
Good check.
Nice little jabs from John. Oh, another kick to the body. Nice hook.
Now we're starting to see John get his offense going.
Yeah, I can't tell if just Myron's. Oh,
Big shot from
big
John.
shot, yeah,
He's
big
looking
overhand.
for that huge uppercut in the clinch.
John just looks a little bit fresher. Myron looks like he's starting to get a little tired at this point.
Less than a minute. Myron really needs to put a stamp on this round.
Good check from John. He's really got that timed.
Yeah, with the momentum shifting in the previous round and this one really being up in the air here, Myron
Oh, that cross snuck in there.
needs a big strike, a possible takedown attempt, something to take this round. Really in the air right now.
Well, Craig and I just got a bath.
Yeah.
It was big man sweat. Good body kick.
That kick.
Now Myron on the offensive. Short time left here in our
Let's see.
fourth round.
Myron seemed to turn it up every time he hears the claps. So let's see. Yep, we're going right into it.
Big
Good
shots.
way to end the round. Good teep
A
for
great
John.
way to end the round, but why are we not doing it through the
John,
round?
well, John is breathing very hard right now. Myron's already got his shoulders on the cage. Like, I think both these guys are just exhausted.
It's the last round of a, decently close back and forth, kind of like shot for shot fight.
Absolutely.
Other than the big moments where they were hurt.
I think first two probably went to Myron. I think these last two have gone to John.
Yes.
Again,
Definitely the third.
this is one of those ones where it's like, this is why we have 5-round fights. Let's see who's going to push through and who's going to get this.
I'm thinking about the interview that's going to happen afterwards, and I'm like, man, they're both going to be so exhausted.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who wins this belt. They're both going to be.
Yeah.
I
felt.
I'm going to get my second shower here in just a moment.
The last round, 5th round.
It's like, great win, just don't hug me.
Yeah, we had a bloody moment earlier.
Yes.
All right, so let's go. Final round, final fight, PFC Summit Series 2. Myron Dennis and the champ, John King, putting it on the line.
It seems like we might be 2-2, so let's see who can will through and who can claim, or who can either retain or claim that title.
And I want to see Myron right on what he was doing at the end of the round.
Yeah, absolutely.
Press forward, throw those hands. That's where he's putting King at his worst.
John switched back to orthodox, which with how well Southpaw is working, I don't know why he would want to switch back. He might have just getting a bit more tired because he's more uncomfortable. Good knee to the body from John. Great job in the long guard. Nice little nice chop from from Myron.
It was a good straight shot.
Decent amount of blood
John.
coming out of Myron's nose. Okay,
It was
interesting.
like the slow-mo overhand.
Yeah.
He Michael J. White'd him.
I think he bailed on it halfway through, and he was like, let me just see where my range is at right now.
Big left hook from Myron. Takedown attempt.
Stuffs the takedown, lands a couple shots of his own. His nose is busted up at this point. Crowd
Nice
is
leg
ready
kick.
for the action.
Good uppercut from Myron right there. Good uppercut from John right there, too.
Both,
Yeah, there
both
was.
exchange little short uppercuts there.
Nice hook from John.
In a war now,
that
back
was a
and
big
forth.
shot from Myron.
Nice cross from Myron.
Looks like Myron understood he needed this last round. Just kind of coming out with bigger pressure, bigger volume.
Elbows, boys, elbows. When you're that close.
And now the fatigue setting in.
Oh, yeah.
Which guy's going to have enough energy to go for the finish or to keep it going? Big breath from King.
Myron's doing a better job defending these takedowns in the 4th and the 5th.
Yeah.
He did not want to get stuck on bottom again, like the 3rd round.
Myron had two really fast, solid jabs. Like, he needs to just put a few more together.
He's got him
Good
up
rip to
against the
body.
wall.
Yeah, good rip to the body from John.
Just a little bit more pressure, and he's got him on the cage. Just drive him there.
Nice uppercut from Myron.
And this is not where John needs to be. He needs to get off this cage.
Great
short elbow! Another one! John King is rocked!
John is rocked right now.
That was a huge elbow landed, rolled right under and landed a second shot.
Such a strong recovery.
Myron really needs to put the foot on the gas. He's got him hurt here.
I like this. Myron is just,
Short elbows.
he's just covering up
Knee
and
to
walking.
the body,
elbow again.
I think that body work would pay dividends because John is really
nice
feeling
jab.
that.
Oh,
and
look,
he's cut.
John's cut on his head from
He's
that elbow.
cut.
1 minute, 50 seconds left in the final
Myron's
round.
Good elbow from Myron.
He's looking for the knee. Elbow maybe off the break.
Good knee to the body.
Knee
Another
and
short elbow.
Oh, good
Another
uppercut
one.
from
Big
John.
elbow. He understood this 5th round. I think this is what we all wanted to see here.
Myron needs to just separate a little bit and say, no, keep him on the cage. Just separate a little bit.
Uppercut, hook,
Scooping
cross.
uppercut. He's got John King. Oh! Knee to the head.
Knee.
Elbow. He's got him stumbled back.
Oh,
Myron
he's wobbling
stalking him to
back.
the cage. Final round. Can Dennis get the finish?
1 minute
Oh,
left.
Myron.
He just landed 6 shot straight to John's face.
Oh, another big elbow.
He is rocked.
You start switching to uppercuts here.
John King has got to survive. King is in a rough spot here. The final round, the belt on the line.
He's not even really holding on to Myron. He's not trying to push him off. He's just trying to breathe at this point.
Myron
Both guys
needs to
so
break
exhausted.
Myron needs to break off and solidify this win. You know,
Yes.
we don't want to go to a decision here.
You have 40 seconds left. This might have solidified it for Myron.
30
Everything
seconds,
right here.
30 seconds. This is definitely the biggest round.
Oh!
Big shot from both guys.
Shot from Myron.
And Myron looks like he gave everything in that last big exchange. He's
absolutely.
trying to put it together.
Nice
Volume,
uppercuts from Myron.
just taking
14
this
seconds.
round.
John is just so tired he can barely stand from being exhausted.
Short time. Looks like Myron wants his own takedown here.
Oh!
We're testing
Big
the cage.
attempt. And it is over. Our light heavyweight championship
fight.
comes to a conclusion.
What a last round, man.
Yes. You know,
Both
both guys
guys.
really laid it on the line there.
Oh,
Myron
yeah.
Dennis
That
with an
might have-
incredible fury.
With that
flurry.
last round, that might have solidified it for him.
They
Yes.
both look exhausted.
We go to the judges, but my goodness, these guys are both dead tired.
John,
I'm curious what the judges are going to say at this point because
John is
don't
really
know.
struggling
John
to
is
stand
exhausted,
right now.
yeah.
Myron had an excellent last round. You know, I wish that he had, you know, picked it up a little earlier, but definitely that might have done it for him.
Yeah.
A little busted up, but he loves it.
Crazy too to have that kind of performance on that short of notice.
Yes, let's not forget
it was
that
2 or
was
3
short
weeks.
notice, and he had recently fought.
Yeah, he
So,
fought
you know-
literally like I think he fought last month.
Yeah, I think it was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, this is a big who knows where the judges are going to take this,
Yeah.
how they're going to feel about it.
There were a few
I'm
very
fascinated.
close rounds. Yeah.
Both guys got hurt. Both guys got rocked. Myron definitely got that last round with those big exchanges. He really willed himself through. It was beautiful work in that final round.
Judges taking their time here.
John's corner needs to give that man some water. My goodness. He is fully exhausted.
All right, let's see. Do they have it?
Our announcer's coming in. We're about to find out how this is viewed by the judges.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the judges' scorecards, a round of applause for both these athletes, please. After 5 rounds, the scores are as follows. Judge Cotton scores it 48-47 for Dennis. Judge Scott scores it 48-47 for King. And Judge Tall Chief scores it 48-47 for your winner by way of split decision and new PFC Light Heavyweight Champion, Myron Lightskin Dynamite Dennis.
It definitely was the last round. That last round was everything. It was definitely 2-2 on all judges' scorecards going in the last round. Wow.
But you can tell they both just left everything. John is having such a
Absolutely.
hard time. That's when you
Hey,
know
and
he
one
just
more
emptied
time,
John.
and new, baby, your champ. Now, I'm no stranger. I don't think anyone else is any stranger to your work in the cage. You've been a veteran of the scene, coming back from an injury, getting back into the cage, and finding this championship. Myron, what does this mean to you, man?
First off, you distracted me with them baby blue eyes. You gotta stop all that, bro. But second of all, yeah, man, this is our third time fighting. I'm 3-0, so I'm glad to finally close this chapter in my MMA career. He just got better each time we fought. He had me rocked quite a few times in this fight, and as soon as he landed, it zapped my cardio. But I was like, man, I want this so bad right now. I can't afford to slow down. I can't afford to stop. My family's depending on me. My wife's depending on me, my kids, and that's who I do it for, and I ain't never gonna stop. I ain't never gonna stop fighting.
Well, with that in mind, what's the next step? What do we do after coming in on our debut and taking the strap home?
Hey, man, I stay ready. I took this fight on a week's notice, and whoever want to get it, they can come get it, whether it's for the MMA strap, the 4-ounce strap. I'm ready to get it. Let's go, baby.
Hey, anyone you want to thank, brother?
I'd like to thank all my team, my teammates, my coaches at American Top Team, all my students at Level Up Kickboxing, all you fans out there in Oklahoma, thank y'all for coming out. I appreciate you being here, and thanks for the support. Love you all.
Hey, let's give it up again for our new champ, Myron Dennis. Good job, brother.